Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the Memorial Day DRF Bets Race of the Day. It's the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile, carded as race number 7 at the Great Race Place, Santa Anita. Let's take a look at this field. For free formulator past performances of the Shoemaker Mile, head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com. Download them and handicap along with me. I'll take this field in post position order, and number 1 is Ohm. Ohm could very well be the key to this race. Even though Ohm doesn't win often, Ohm has the speed to really take it to the number 6 Heart to Heart. Arguably the horse to beat. Now, Ohm 3 starts back in the Thunder Road Stakes was just sent right to the top, and he took the field down the road. He took no prisoners. That's probably Ohm's best style. The problem is, if Ohm utilizes that style on Monday, he's probably going to have to go too fast to outfoot Heart to the lead. He hurts Heart to Heart if he goes to the front and establishes the lead, but he also might be going too fast and can set himself up for the closers. Last time out in the Maker's 46 Mile, he drew outside of Heart to Heart. He tried to raid off of that horse, and he just didn't have any punch in the stretch. I don't think Ohm is good enough to win the Shoemaker Mile, but he is the key to this race, because if he goes hard early, he could hurt Heart to Heart and set things up for the true closers. One of those true closers is a major contender, and that is the number 2, Bowie's Hero, who has won 2 of his last 3 starts at this mile distance at Santa Anita, including his most recent race, the Frankie Kilroe. And in that race, he got a hot pace scenario and an absolutely beautiful ride from Corey Nakatani, who found the pocket late on the backstretch, saved ground on the turn, eased out and found a path in the 2-path, turning into the stretch, and then Bowie's Hero just did the rest, doggedly digging down to hold off next chairs in a real solid performance. You know Bowie's Hero is going to show up. He has won 6 of 13 lifetime starts, and if Ohm, Heart to Heart, Blackjack Cat ensure another good pace, Bowie's Hero might be the best informed closer and a very dangerous horse and a must-use in any multiple race wagers. The 3 Pavel is an intriguing runner because this will be his first turf try. He is cross-entered, of course, in Saturday's DRF Bets Race of the Day, that being the Gold Cup at Santa Anita, but I wouldn't be surprised if trainer Doug O'Neill opts to run here. His sire, Creative Cause, does okay with first-time turf runners, but Pavel's a half to Cara Cortado, a graded stakes winner on both turf and dirt, and a horse that really seemed to find himself going a mile on the grass. He's also a half to Hill Pay, a stakes winner on a synthetic surface at middle distances. I don't think turf is going to be an issue for Pavel, who had no shot in the Dubai World Cup the way the track was playing against those classy horses last time out. There's always been a lot of buzz about Pavel and a lot of ability as well, and he's going to get the right pace set up. Price is going to be key because you know he's one of those reputation horses. I usually don't like to play horses like Pavel, complete unknowns on turf at relatively short prices, but you have to respect what he's done on dirt, and he does have some turf pedigree. The number 4 is Colonist, and I kind of always thought Colonist wanted a little bit more ground. He's just proven me wrong. He was second in the American Stakes last time out against What a View, a race that What a View controlled on the front end. I thought he had every chance to get What a View in the stretch, however, and he just couldn't go by. He's paired up Myers of 94 in his last 2 starts, and he's probably going to have to run a little bit faster in order to take down this race. He's a horse you might want to consider on the bottom of single race exotics like trifectas or superfectas. The number 5 is Hunt, and Hunt's late kick must be respected. The main issue is we have not seen Hunt since November, about Thanksgiving time, when he got the job done in the Grade 2 Seabiscuit handicap, going a mile and a 16th. While this horse has been versatile, he's been a down-the-hill terror, he's been able to stretch his speed out to 11 furlongs, I think that the plan this year for trainer Phil D'Amato is to gradually stretch Hunt out in distance and get him to be sort of a 10, 11 furlong horse, a horse kind of like It's in the Post. I wonder if this is a starting off point for Hunt, who on his very best day is good enough to win this race, but I do wonder if he's going to need one off of the layoff. The 6 is Heart to Heart, who's tried this race a couple of times in the past without any kind of success, and as we said many times in the DRF Bets Race of the Day, the stakes previews on most of our programs here on DRFTV, Heart to Heart is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of horse. If you give Heart to Heart an easy lead, as they gave him in the Maker's 46, as they gave him in his previous start, the Gulfstream Park Turf, he is going to hulk up and want to beat you. But if you take the lead away from him him and put him in chase mode. It just seems like Heart to Heart loses a little bit of heart. He's still good, but he's not the horse to beat at a short price. And that's why Ohm is kind of the key to this race down towards the inside. If I was Julien Leparoux, I would think that Heart to Heart is faster than Ohm, and I would just go fast and say, listen, if you're going to try to race me, Ohm, you're going to get beat, and I'm going to get beat, but I don't think Heart to Heart should concede the lead in this spot. If he runs his race, just look at those string of triple-digit Beyer speed figures. He's closing in on $2 million in earning, and he finally got over the grade 1 hump in his last 2 races. He's the one to beat. The number 7 in here is Arms Runner, and I think you could make an argument that in the long term, Arms Runner has the greatest potential. This horse showed a tremendous amount of potential in his first couple of starts going down the hill, and his last race was his first race off of a long layoff, so I'm not going to hold that against him. While there are some question marks about him at a distance, I think he'll get a mile, and I think he had trouble in his only prior start going 2 turns, significant trouble that cost him at a pretty short price. Arms Runner's getting better, and I think he'll continue to get better, but I do wonder if this is a case of too much too soon. Next Chairs is the number 8, and Next Chairs has to be salivating at the prospect of an Ohm, Heart to Heart, Blackjack Cat, prolonged pace battle. Next Chairs last time out in the Makers 46 really didn't get the pace he needed. Heart to Heart kind of coasted along on the lead, and he finished evenly. 2 starts back, the race that Bowie's Hero got the big pace and won, Next Chairs came with a strong kick. Next Chairs has turned things around for trainer Richard Baltas, and you know he'll be running late from the back of the pack. I wonder, though, if Bowie's Hero gets the jump on him one more time. Completing the field is Blackjack Cat, who really emerged as a top miler in 2017. Several wins in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a good third in the Breeders' Cup Mile. He just hasn't seemed like he's come back that sharp. Thunder Road, he was even money. Didn't fire. In the American Stakes, he was 3-2. He pressed the pace. Didn't fire. I'm not sure what I'm going to get from Blackjack Cat in here. He's good enough to win on his best day. We just haven't seen his best day in a long time. And Blackjack Cat's best races have come when he's pressing the pace. He might sit 3rd behind Ohm and Heart to Heart, and that could be a pretty decent spot. But if they go fast early, he might get a little bit tired late as the closers start closing in. Let's take a look at my top selection for the Shoemaker Mile. The first 1/8 of a mile is the key to this race. I think Leparoux has to be aggressive. I think he has to send Heart to Heart, thinking I'm on the best horse and I'm not going to take my best weapon away from me. I think Heart to Heart's going to try to get to the lead. If Ohm concedes and opts for a good spot in the pocket, that could doom him, and it could really help things out for Heart to Heart. Heart to Heart's my top pick, but in any kind of multiple race wagers, I would also have to use Bowie's Hero, who is in form and is going to get the pace. So I would go 6-2 in the grade 1 Shoemaker Mile. It's Monday's DRF Bets, race of the day. Best of luck.